Should I take the convertible? Nah, I take the vet. Let's go shopping.
I got food on my plate. In the kitchen, in the kitchen. I won't even hesitate. In the kitchen, in the kitchen.
Okay, everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. And thanks for tuning in. And today I'll be cooking spaghetti, Italian spaghetti, and a side salad, and some garlic bread. Now, before I get started, I just want to say this, like, today I'm cooking with a lot of off-brand stuff because of the coronavirus and everybody in their shopping for a man, buying lots of million things. When somebody don't have one thing, and you know how it goes, but you know, so normally what I would get, I would use Prego or Ragu, you know, but I would use 3 cheeses, but the only thing they had left was tomato, garlic, and onion. And I'm going to decide whether I want that or I want the regular 6 cheeses from Kroger on the sauce. I like the cheeses better than I like the garlic and the onions. I can do either one, but I like this one better. But I don't like the brand, you know, because they don't have nothing in the stores anymore. So I got to work with what I got to work with. So before it's all said and done, I'm going to use one of them 2 items. And all you want to do is get you some garlic bread. I have 5 cheese garlic bread. This is a good brand. Texas Toast. Get you a pound of ground beef hamburger. And I got a little oil because you might want to drop you some oil in there. Just a capful. Just give a little bit more twang to it. Then I have me an onion that I cut already. And I have me a pack of cheese I'm going to top everything off with. And I have my seasoning sauces, like the regular seasoning sauce. I have the garlic salt. I have some pepper. I have some butter. And I have some salt. Now this salt right here, if you can come over here, I got some water boiling for my spaghetti. I'm going to just add me a little salt in here, just to put in the water there. And another thing I want to do, I want to put some butter in there. The reason for the butter is so your spaghetti won't be in there and stick together. You want it to stay kind of apart. So when you pull it out of there, it won't be all clumped up together and stuff. So I'm going to put me a piece of butter in this pot here. And I'm going to let it get buttery. And that's going to help your spaghetti not sticking together. Now, another thing I want to say. I want to say this though. All you people out there. Now listen to me real closely. I'm tired of going over people's houses and taste their spaghetti because they're having a party, a cookout, or anything like that. And it don't taste good. I don't know who's telling y'all it tastes good, but out of probably 100 houses I went to, I probably had one person that tastes, the spaghetti tastes okay. Now that's sad, because spaghetti is very, very easy to make. Even with this off-brand stuff like this. This is, I don't buy this, but it's okay. It's not no cheap brand, but I'll still use it because spaghetti is spaghetti sometimes. But I'll still use this, but I guarantee you, I'm going to make what I got here taste like a 5-star meal. Just because you put this sauce in your meat doesn't mean that you're finished with the product and it's ready to go and it's good and your spaghetti going to be the bomb. Y'all people out there be having some jacked up spaghetti. And some people don't want to tell y'all that, but I'm going to tell y'all that because I'm about tired of going over people's places and they offering me some spaghetti, and I look at it, and I see for the first thing, it's all clumped up and all pasty. Spaghetti don't supposed to be all pasty. But like I was saying, I'm tired of all this raggedy ass spaghettis. It's easy to make spaghetti. You watch what I do, and your spaghetti gonna turn out good. Because some people make spaghetti and don't even taste test it as they making it. When you stirring that sauce up in your meat and you season it as you go and you take your spoon and you dip in there and you taste it. Once it get to a certain level where you know good spaghetti is good spaghetti, and then you flow with it. You don't just put the sauce in there and say, oh, I'm done, yada, 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 and you go about your business. It don't work like that. You got to still use your extra seasoning. This is just a starting point. You pop that in there, that's just a starter. Now, if you just can't cook it all, then that's what you're going to do. But I was raised up in the family where we cook. We cook. All my people from down south, and we all down south cookers. So we cook. We know what good food tastes like and smell like. Okay? So before I just talk y'all ear off, let's get going, and I'll show y'all the process on how to make good spaghetti. Okay. I'm going to take my onion here. I'm going to go ahead and start cutting me up some onion. Now, I'm going to take me some hamburgers, some regular plain old beef hamburgers. And I'm going to put this in that pan right there. And I'm going to get that in there, and I'm going to kind of get it down like this and get it all broke up. I actually got something better than this to break it up with. This right here is what you want to use when you're breaking up meat. Okay, you can just stick it in there, and you can do this thing with it right here. That much spaghetti maybe, and then I like to break mine in 3 parts. So I break about that little so I won't have that real long stringy spaghetti. You know that you got to roll up your pork like you in Italy somewhere. You just rolling it up and just rolling up on a big old roll. I don't like to eat like that. I like to dig it in and hang about maybe that far, and I'm good with it. And I already put my butter and a little salt in there, so I should be good on that. Spaghetti is like, I could do it blindfolded. Like, you can't screw it up. And I don't know why so many people screw up spaghetti. You can't screw it up. It's so easy not to screw up. And once I get it browned up, and then I'm going to start seasoning it up a little bit. And like, you just cook your spaghetti and keep checking it with a fork. And take a bite of one little string of spaghetti, and then you taste it and you see if it's too hard, too soft, overcooked, whatever. It's got to be just right. If you went places and you taste the spaghetti, you can think in your mind how soft it needs to be. You got spaghetti. I don't care where you go. You go to a wedding, a cookout, anywhere. You go to church and they cooking food. You go to schools and they cook food. They can't seem to get spaghetti right. Now I got my oven on 400 because I'm going to put my garlic bread in there. But I'm not going to do it till I'm almost done. Because if you put your garlic bread in too early, it's going to be either burning or it's going to be cold by the time you get ready to eat the rest of your food. So you always want to throw that in just right before everything gets done and cooked. Then you throw your garlic bread in there. I mean, I went over somebody's house like on a holiday. I ain't going to tell you what holiday. But I went over somebody's house and they had spaghetti. And it was so pasty. It was so unflavored, like it was just like, who cooked this? Your kids? If you can mess up spaghetti, and guess what? You can mess up a bowl of cereal. Now I'm gonna take me some seasoning salt, since my meat is kind of brown like, and I'm gonna get this seasoning salt in there, but not too much because I can always add it at the end of the day. Once I put the sauce in there, I can add more there. Because if you do it now, you screw it up and it gets too salty, you can't really undo that unless you water it down. You're going to really screw it up. So put a little in there to start with. And once you put a little in there to start with, and then once you put your sauce in there, you taste it. And if you still need more, that's your opportunity right there to put more in there. Don't put it there all at once. Wait till you put the sauce in there. I'm looking at my spaghetti. Now look at this. My spaghetti got a long way to go. It's still a little hard. Like right now, it's perfect. It's perfect. Once I put this seasoning in there, the sauce in there, it's gonna bring me on back to a whole nother level. I'm gonna take me like just a little bit in there, like that, just a little bit of olive oil, not much. And I'm using this olive oil, you can get this from Jungle Jams. Okay? You get that from Jungle Gems. It's olive oil. If I want Kroger brand, 6 cheeses, I love 6 cheeses because I get it in Prego or Ragu. But since we don't have either one, I can go with tomato, garlic, and onion. Which one you want, baby?
You know what? Because you're going to make the food taste amazing anyway, go on a limb and do the 6 cheeses. Show them how you do it.
6 cheeses.
Show them how you do it.
That's what we're going to do. So I'm going to pour this sauce right in here. I got my olive oil in there, just a little dab in there. I'm going to put this in here. And already I don't like the way this looks because Ragu looks redder. But I'm going to try this and I'm going to see what happens. Maybe it's orangey like this because it's got 3 cheeses in there. You want to always keep tasting it. That's how you make good spaghetti. You want to keep tasting it. Grab your piece. And you need more. But it do have a nice taste to it. So I'm not mad about that brand. That brand will still work for you. Now, while I'm at this stage of my spaghetti, I'm going to take me a spoon and I'm going to taste it. I'm going to taste this spaghetti and see what this sauce really about. And if I need to juice it up and spice it up a little bit. It's really good. I really underestimated the 6 cheese Kroger sauce for spaghetti, but it's really good. But you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to give me some good old garlic salt, and I'm going to add some more of that in there, just to give it a little bit more of that type of flavor, Italian type. And actually, you know what, since it's so good, I'm going to get the rest of this out of here. And sometimes, like, if you still need more, you can put water in there and shake it up a little bit and pour that in there with it. But I don't need to do that right now. You don't supposed to be making no rattly old spaghetti and invite people over to eat it, you know. You don't supposed to do all that. They fighting it down. You got to fight down some spaghetti. You supposed to be tearing it to it. How much you want another plate. And forgive me if I've been over your house and you watching my show and I ate your spaghetti, I'm sorry. I just keep it real and I'm just telling you like it is. My spaghetti is looking good, smelling good, tasting good. The whole 9. But I'm going to slide this in the oven. Because this is on simmer. I'm going to throw that on low because it's good to go. I'm going to try my spaghetti a little bit. You got to always keep trying it. Like, I'm good on my spaghetti. I'm good on my meat. That's perfect. I love it. The way it tastes is awesome. I'm in the house on that. And it didn't take much. It's so easy to make. Now this spaghetti is wobbly. See that? Perfect. So I'll be right back to show you how the final results are. Okay, I'm back. Now as you can take a look, a magnificent spaghetti dinner. And I have spaghetti with a little sprinkle of cheese on there. And garlic bread is so soft you can squeeze it like a pillow. It's so soft, but it's got crusty edges on there. And I topped it off with some pink Moscato. And I'm going to have me a glass of that with a little cherry in it. And I'm going to use my Italian dressing for my salad there. And this is how you make spaghetti. Now I'm about to taste it. So freaking good. Oh my God.
It looks amazing.
It is so good. It's got a tiny bit of sweetness to it. Not much because I don't like sweet spaghetti. But it's got a tiny, you can barely taste it, but it's there. So good. Thanks for tuning in. Hit that subscribe button on the right and that like button on the right. And you've been cooking in the kitchen with Snow once again. So till next time, peace.